is working.
Qira.
Yes.
Exactly, was with the one who wants to like be too fast in trot sometimes.
Yes. Yes. She's very quick.
Yeah.
I think she can only hear me. I don't know. Can you hear Belinda or can you hear me?
I can hear
me. Yeah. And not Belinda. That's good. So Belinda, you need to not speak too much because otherwise it will swap to your.
Oh.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yes, this is she's half Lusitano and with the bullfighting blood, and some Arabian and a little bit PIE. Yeah, and yeah, she's very quick, and she has this kind of two ways of moving, and one is actually quite nice, and the other one is very much kind of just leg stepping.
Yeah.
So I'm always saying if she was an Icelandic horse, she would do a lot of pacing. Because when she tenses up, she kind of changes her whole body.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. And she has this problem with pulling the bit.
Oh,
so I'm trying to work on that. But it's getting better, I think.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
That's something you need to be really clear. Like when she does that, it's important that you always use your leg. Yes. Never only answer with the hand, because the reason is she's not using the core muscles then.
Yeah. No, exactly. I agree. Yeah. So, but what I also try to do is try to be kind of soft and wide in the hand, so she kind of can't pull it, and so it feels, a little nicer to her. Because when she pulls, when she's successful pulling on the hand, it's really not nice for her.
No.
Because it's very hard. And it kind of then it's just getting worse. So I kind of try to be soft in my fingers and have a little bit open fingers, and that makes her a little bit more. Okay, we can talk. Yeah.
Now, of course, you cannot completely restrict, but I mean, it's not a baby anymore.
No, but she's only been under a rider for a year, so she's just a little bit baby compared to her age.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with the turn. I want to try something out with her.
Yeah.
I would like to do a little bit a leg yield to the outside. It doesn't need to be perfect, but then end the leg yield with a turn around the shoulder. So imagine if the horse would be a clock, or
so just at the wall, you want this?
Take the whip to the outside.
Yes.
And then when you start with the leg yield, you then improve the angle. So you do a little bit more angle, and then you let her haunches turn to the right. Exactly. Very good. Okay. Okay. And then you go on. Okay. So you do it without a halt. It's like a fluent development from a leg yield to a turn around the front. And you can help her when you start with the turn. You start to raise, in this case, the right hand more. So now you want a bit more reaction, so turn your body a bit more to the right, and then you start to raise your right hand and turn. Okay. Here we need more rhythm. To the other hand, it was quite well. So when you do the leg yield, think about the rhythm you want, and then you count in your head and continue this rhythm when you do the turn around the front. Now, the right hand can be a bit more like open, close, slow around. Okay, good. Well done. Now, the last two steps, she's cheating a little bit. So what you can train is that you can do the half turn until the end. So that not just the start she does it well, but also the end. So what it needs in the final, like last quarter, is half holds more. Now to this side, she steps less over. So maybe take the whip to the right. We continue a little bit with the leg yield. Open a bit the left rein and ask the right hind leg more to step under. There. Okay. There. Okay. And imagine you want more flexibility in her shoulder. This is also why she struggles here. Let's turn around the corner and do only the right hand again, because like just this side, we don't need to repeat, but the difficult side is, imagine.
So just,
yeah, exactly. This. Because what she needs is to take the way more to the left front leg. So open the left rein and ask now also, we still do the leg yield. And now ask more the shoulders to move. So your right leg a bit more at the front at the girth. And imagine that she is able to flex, and let's do it through the corner, like less angle, more forward. And first search more flexibility that she can lengthen her left body side more. You know, like she needs to lengthen mostly from the saddle to the neck. That you want her like nearly to fall on the left shoulder. So turn your body to the right and open her left side. So she's allowed, and then now a little bit the hind leg and open her, like imagine you want to stretch her left side. And when you get a good feeling in your leg yield, then you do the turn around the front. But take yourself time. And okay. And turn your body. No problem. Let's do it again. Still difficult for her.
should I just do a turn back?
Yeah, you back. Just do a half vault, and there you can again work on the flexion and bending to the right. So search here also the feeling that you can flex and bend to the right, more forward, there. Okay. And now in this movement, you search the feeling that she moves her shoulder also, not just the haunches. That's better now. Better now. Better now. Flexibility. Wait, lift the right hand. Don't do it yet. Just go through the corner first. Okay, breathe and tell her, okay, baby, you can do it. And again through the corner. And you want her flexible and lengthen her left side. There. Okay, now we can start with the turn around the front. You want flexibility and forward in the movement. You follow better now. Oh, no problem, no problem. Maybe we need to give her a bit more space. So the next time we do it, you do your leg yield more on the second track, that you can, when you do the turn around the front, allow her a few steps forward while she does the turn, okay? So it's not just because there she stuck, like she gets stuck. So try now on the second track. And again, you don't start with the turn around the front when the feeling in the leg yield is bad. So work on this feeling, flexibility in the shoulder, more in the shoulder, not so much the haunches, more in the shoulder, there. When the feeling is good, you do the turn, and in the turn, you allow a little forward, turn and forward, but still, yeah, it's okay. That was, in the end, the last quarter, she didn't do it. The first was good. Okay, so
yeah.
When it gets difficult, she just rushes away. Should we do it again? It's okay. We need to work on this difficult side. She can learn it. She can learn it. Okay, good girl. There. Keep your right hand on the right. Okay. Left hand left. Good. Good. Stay on the second track. Very smart. Yes. And now you want to finish it. Oh, Okay, around. Okay, and around and around. Okay, better. Finish it with a vault to the right. So now you do a vault to the right. I would recommend when she's doing this pulling to
Mm,
always, like in the classical writing, also what I learned at Richard Hinrichs, is never have an open hand. Because
mm,
if, like, imagine when you need to keep, like some Western writers do that, they have the hands open, but they keep the rein. And that will make a tensed arm. So if you
mm,
want to have a soft hand, the best you can do is close the hand so that your fingertips are very soft in your ball of the hand, and you're holding the rein more with your thumb. That's
mm,
what make your whole arm more like less muscle tenseness. And then when she's pulley, it's also teaching her, like, if you feel it's very hard for her, you work with only one leg to one hand. So for instance,
mm,
right rein to right leg to right rein, or left leg to left rein. And then the next step would be the half hold with the diagonal eights. But it's a bit the
mm,
feeling of you of, hey, she is very much tense. I need to flex and bend her more.
mm.
So then
Yeah,
it's only one side. And when you feel,
yeah,
no, I want more collection, she can do it. It's more, for instance, inside leg to the seat and outside rein. Okay.
mm,
So now we're
yeah,
going to change hand.
yeah, yeah.
Um, change hand. I would actually like to ride her with her also a serpentine in walk. So
Mm,
we do, but we do the serpentine with 4 big loops. And you start every loop with a vault. So this is a little an idea for the warm up with her to train, like to make it possible to flex both sides. So imagine like here in the next corner. Now we go again along the wall.
sorry. Yeah.
So in the corner after C, after the letter C, you do
Mm,
a 10-meter vault. So here, like, you go very much close to the wall. And here you start with a 10-meter vault. And then the first moment you squeeze her whole body, and then you open the outside rein, use the inside leg to the inside rein, keep the left hand much more on the left, and flex her a lot to the left. So your left hand action has to stay on the left. So now it's the right rein. So you squeeze her again a little bit. You turn your upper body to the right. Your right hand stays a lot on the right, but be careful that this vault is not too late. Look, now you overcross the letter B, because it's only if you do
I
it with
thought it was
4,
at the letter B.
no, no,
Yeah.
if you do it with
Ah,
4 loops,
yeah.
then you need to like do it because we are in walk, so it's easy for
Ah,
her. Okay, so it's before, and now we
yeah.
repeat the vault, repeat the vault. So now
Mm,
you need the feeling that you can ride with your inside leg to your inside hand. Your right hand needs to stay a lot on the right. So it's, imagine you do a triangle from her wither to her neck to your right hand there. Then you release. So as soon as you get the feeling that she is like reacting to your leg, you release the inside rein.
yeah.
So now left leg to straighten her. Now sit straight. Now start to use your left leg to ask for the bending left. Again, turn your body. Again, a little bit squeezing first. Then inside leg to inside rein. Your left hand needs to be a lot on the left. So like it's never, the action of the inside hand can never be a diagonal. It has to, like your left hand, take your left hand above your left upper leg. Really a lot to the inside, like a Western rider. This. Because if the action of the hand goes direction the right shoulder, she's gonna escape over the right shoulder. That's why.
Mm,
There. There. Now already your right leg overtakes the situation. You go straight. You start to sit on your right sit bone. You squeeze her a little bit. You turn your upper body to the right. And now it's the right hand to the right open rein. It's again, like imagine you want to turn her around your inside leg. So it's very much the inside hand more to the right. The inside hand more to the right. So when you feel that she is escaping over the outside shoulder, I know in theory it's the outside leg who corrects, but when we train this, it's what we train biomechanically is to lengthen her outside. This is why I don't want you to use the outside leg if it's not an emergency case, because if you use the outside leg, you tell the horse, no, I want you straight. But we train now, hey, shorten your inside, lengthen your outside. This is why. Okay. And then my goal is that you can extremely feel that you can lengthen her body. So when you get the reaction to the inside leg, you can let the reins longer, longer, longer. So this is really a warm up. It's not a collection. It's warm up, stretch. So if yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. And when you train this, it's really important that you always feel when the inside rein needs to get longer, because if no, you start to hyperflex her. That's why it's important to feel, okay, now she start to lengthen her outside. Now I can let her longer. If you then one day don't want her longer, then it would be that the outside rein overtakes the situation. So you would then change from the inside leg inside rein to the inside leg outside rein. Both is possible. So it's up to you to decide what do you want to train. Okay, you don't need to repeat that. That's just to warm up a little bit. So now it's up to you. You can either say, I already want to start with walk-trot transition, or you do some side gates in walk. It's up to you.
Let's do a little bit side gates in walk.
Okay. Yeah. So let's just start yourself, how you would do it on your own, and then I guide you a little bit through it. So whenever you feel she's tense, you can go into a vault and go again to this flexion and bending. And imagine that even if you are in a side gates where you normally would use diagonal eights, whenever you feel she's tense, for instance, in a shoulder in, you can just for 1 or 2 seconds release the outside rein, you know, like imagine like for instance now when you do the shoulder in to the right, your goal is to shorten her right side and to lengthen her left side. And then when you feel, yeah, but she is not flexing, you can open the outside rein and then you can come again there. Also here, like when she's tensing, go in a vault. Go in a vault. Because sometimes here she struggles a little bit with the flexion to the right. In that case, your inside hand can go a bit higher, okay? So that your action of your inside hand is more like you want her to flex a bit more better in the jaw and not to pull her back. That's why the inside hand, if she don't flex, can go higher to help her there to find the flexion. And start with the vault again. And it's important that if you do the vault, you turn your upper body more. It's like your right shoulder more back, inside leg, inside hand a bit higher, and then release when she's okay. And search the feeling that you can then release the inside rein. If no, go in a vault again. And I would actually with her, if you have the whip, take it to the inside. Maybe start with this at the barrel. Like do the shoulder in around the green barrel. Why? Because I want her to understand that she should not run through the bit. And I think the doing the shoulder in on a vault is better because you can anytime ask for new flexion and bending. It's easier than on a straight line. It's not easier for you, but it's easier for the horse. That's why it's better if you take the green barrel. And now imagine we do a little bit again, the idea like it's not a turn around the front, but it's a little bit the idea of the clock. So imagine you want her shoulder as if she would eat oat out of the barrel. Stay much closer to it. Like we make really an overstepping lesson out of this now. And you can nearly stop her sometimes. And the right leg more at the gird. And it's allowed to touch her with the whip when you feel you need to use too much leg. Like if it's difficult for you to like that you need to squeeze your leg, you don't get a reaction. You do like impulsion with the right leg, impulsion release. Yes. And now you search the feeling that she flexes and then take the right leg looser. Like it's only tack, tack, release, tack, tack, release. When she is giving in on the right rein, just for one step, you let the reins long and give her a release. It's only, I want you to listen to my right leg. And it's better exactly to shorten the rein, there, and then clap her. And then you only go into a vault, don't let her pull, where you use again inside leg, inside rein. So it's like you go from the overstepping to the only inside leg, inside rein, flexion bending. There. And then long rein and scratcher. Then sometimes when you don't want to have the discussion all the time with you're not allowed to pull the rein, with a young horse, it could also be okay to in 1 second let the rein long, like tuck and be really at the end. So that she knows, okay, now it's a break. Because you don't want to fight through all the time. And it's kind of clear, okay? And you can, for instance, so it's clear for her, in this moment, touch her wither. So then she knows, okay, break, So that, because or else we need to find a situation where we can give her an exact release when she does what we want. So she knows, that was brilliant. But it's always you who starts the signal for break, not her.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we go again to the barrel. We change to whip to the left, and we do the same lesson to the left. Maybe on the left, we need to create it a little bit different because she's different, like unstraight on the left, of course. Exactly. Yeah. So here, tell me what you feel.
Yeah, now she's kind of her hind is inside and her shoulder is outside.
Exactly. That's what can happen. Yeah. Okay. So here, when you do this, I would recommend, even if it's hard for her, do it slow. And your right leg is allowed to help. Okay. And then you can do this lesson, maybe a little bit less angle. Imagine it's not like a clock.
Oh, I lost the sound from it.
Yeah, now it also stopped the picture. Imagine a little bit less angle, like the shoulder and the haunches more on the same track. Not because here she offers too much. So think a bit more forward. Exactly. Better. And then sometimes you don't do the side gate, you just do flexion outside for half a vault. So you only train a little bit being on the track, flexion outside. And then you turn again your body to the barrel and ask for a little bit, but think about going forward at the same time. Exactly. Turn your body a little bit to the barrel. And when even also here, even if and more forward. So your right leg asks for the forward. So your outside leg is a little bit responsible for control there. Exactly. And then you turn your body there and ask for the forward. And your left hand can raise, because even here you want flexion left in this situation. So on the left side, you need more the outside aids. That's the to say it shorter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever you have the feeling it's necessary, you do half vault without side gate and just forward and flexion outside. Okay. And then again the inside leg and ask again. Turn your upper body to the inside and follow with your body to the right. Yeah. And imagine you want bending left and flexion left. So the inside hand action can go more direction ear, and think of going forward at the same time. Sometimes even if you need to release quick the outside rein, because I know she escapes over the right shoulder, but the outside rein needs to allow the flexion left. There, you feel? These steps were better. And forward again, without sideways. You know, it's like as soon as you feel she escapes too much over the shoulder, I would go forward straight, also like straight, like just forward without the side gate. And then ask new. But we want bending and flexion left. It's not bad. It's just with control. So search the feeling you have her on your left leg and in front of the left leg. That's important. Like it has to be a bit more forward. And the right leg controls and the right hand allows. So the right hand is not to forbid, because or else she gets crooked in the neck. Yeah, a little left leg. Open, close the finger when she is fighting against the bit, but without moving the hand. It's just a little bit leg, leg, open left, open right, leg, open left, open right, to invite her to let her neck fall out of the wither, down. Yeah. Yeah. Leg, open, yeah. Leg. Then right leg also a little bit to control and open, close the finger. But elbows are bent. So it's never an open hand. It's like you know, like like your main position of the hand is the closed finger, but you open to release and then soft close again. And I know she's chewing a little bit too much at the moment, but she will learn. She will learn. Yes. There you got her. A bit more in front, the left leg, because you want her to flex, and a bit forward with the right leg again. Now I don't have you in the picture. Right leg. And now go a bit forward and flex, stay on the vault. Yep. And flex her a little bit outside. And now you do a little bit a counter shoulder in. Okay. So you go a bit forward. The right hand is allowed to be a bit higher. And your left, yeah, okay. Now right again forward with the left leg. Search just flex and bending left without the side gates. Just the vault. Left leg, a little half hold on the right rein. Left leg, a little half hold on the right rein. Left leg, and the left hand can raise a little bit. Yeah, there. Okay, good. Good. And soften the inside hand. Good. Okay, and give her a break. When the feeling is good, huh? Yeah, that's what I mean. So then so then it's like you imagine it's like when you do groundwork with the horse. Sometimes I allow the horse to eat, but that's only allowed if I give the voice signal or if I scratch at the neck and I say, now you're allowed to eat. So
yeah.
Okay. Is she calm enough to do a hold transition?
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's do that. You do a hold transition and then you ask her to stay on your leg. Okay. When she is good, you walk. Good. Now release the hand and walk. A bit more outside right now. You stay along the wall and you repeat that. So the goal is that you can hold her with your seat and that she, is square. When she releases the underneck, but no backing, more in front of the leg. Leg. It's more the leg who corrects the leg because she's not in front of the leg now. Even in the hold, she needs to be in front of the leg. Forward. Even if you rather do a few steps forward and start again. Because this is like she needs to be in front of the leg in the hold. Leg on. Okay, and go and walk. So when you sit, you have to sit more like a dressage rider, like not leaning forward, just sit, leg on. When she releases the underneck, you soften the hand and you start to walk. So leg on. And it's always the correction forward. And hold with your upper body. Leg on, no backing. There, because this is like, it already shows what we need to do. We need to ride her more with the leg and less with the hand.
Yeah.
If she's in the hold, escaping with the hunches, then she's not in front of the leg. So, hands low. There, and go. Leg, and go. Exactly. So it's very important. When she releases the underneck, immediately use the leg and ride forward. Because I want to teach her to understand the half hold. So again, hold with your upper body. Leg on, leg, yeah. And again, hold with your upper body. Leg on. Leg, because she cannot think backwards. Better now, and walk forward, walk. Okay. There. Outside rein, and again. Leg on. You can, when she's in the hold, very gentle play with your fingers, but your leg needs to stay on. Good. And go. Forward. Leg. Yeah, there. So in this moment, when she starts pulling, she releases, because it's always her first reaction would be good. The first reaction is she released the underneck. But then you need to be quicker and immediately ride on. Leg. Hands low. Leg. Leg forward. Yeah. Hands lower. Chin wheel forward and go. Good. Forward and quicker forward. Yeah. And sit. You need to learn. I know these hot horses is really hard, but you need to ride with your leg. The hotter they are, the more leg you need. The less hand. And forward. Okay. And change the hand. And just walk forward, and let her longer and more. Yeah, there, hands. No. There, leg. Yes. And change the hand. Yeah, because she needs to stay in front of, like she has that really, she starts to be a drama queen in this moment when you want her to be like to stay on the bit. But this you correct with your leg. And we do it again. It's not, she don't need to stay long. She only need to stay in front of your leg. Forward. You see, we'll then see it on the video because she would rather race or piaffe than stay in front of the leg. And go again. She will then, and forward. Right leg. Okay. And then when you ride her forward, you maybe need to ride a bit longer period forward so that she don't start, ride a bit longer, don't stop there. Just go on forward, that she don't start escalating. So you need to feel when can you ride the hold. So when the walk is good enough, So, or else we make her too hot. So when the walk is good enough, you do your hold transition. And imagine you first need her on the bit in walk, and then you need her collected in walk, and then you do your hold. And she is never allowed to back. Hands lower. Better, and go. That was good. Bit more right leg. And what I want her to learn or to understand is that when you use your leg, she's not supposed to run away. She's supposed to lift her, to use her core muscles. That's why you need to repeat this 1,000 times. Is what we actually train is acceptance of the half hold, you know. And the reason why we do it in hold is because if you would do it in forward, she would just start running. That's why. So you want her to understand that you, like, imagine the half hold you give with your body. It's if you do a half hold, you would sit just for 1 second with a hollow cross. Imagine like you lengthen your belly, open your chest, sit more on your butt. It's like a little bit more pressure from your seat, okay? And this, together with the leg as much as necessary, will later make that she collects. So it's not the hand who collects the horse, it's the seat who collects the horse. And with these hot horses, there you got the right reaction. Could you feel? She was under with the hind leg and she rounded her top line. And it's better with these hot horses to train this like that, because or else it only be a fight. She first need to understand.
Yeah, and I would say it's not that I can't stop her. It's just that when I want to stop her on the bit, that's why we get the drama, right? Because I could of course just stop her.
But this is normal. It's not good, but it's a young horse, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a young hot horse, so no worries. But let's train it. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We repeat maybe 1 or 2 times. There, you got it. Boo, perfect.
Yeah, she kind of understands it now.
Yeah, okay. You don't repeat. Praise her.
No. Yeah.
So now you're gonna do the same with walk trot transition.
Yeah.
So imagine, the important thing to remember is, if the walk is good enough, you can start to trot. And then you only stay as long in trot as you can keep her round top line. So it's even better only 2 or 3 steps. It's in the warm-up, it's less, because or else you make her hot. And combine it maybe with the hold. Maybe if you feel, when you now start with your walk trot transition, she starts about thinking to run. You can also hold, walk, trot, walk, hold. But always if the walk is good enough. So never start the trot when the walk is shit, and never do the hold when the walk is shit. So your basic gait is now the walk. And if the walk is good enough, we can do a transition. And whenever she's difficult, tensed, anything, it's your body who can help her. So these horses who are nervous, you kind of need to squeeze her. I know it's not logical in the first moment, but when you start to, like, the more nervous she is, the more legs on. Because the leg on is safety for the horse. It's like if you have a little child who is really crazy, body connection, like take the hand and embrace it. Makes it calmer. That's why. It's the same with the horse. Don't let her alone when she's crazy. You need to assist her, like really be there for her. Like sometimes with these hot horses, we tend to take the legs away and like, oh, I'm not harming you. But imagine like, oh, hey, I'm helping you. I'm here. I don't leave you alone. I'm here for you. And this feeling you need to give her. And there, that you can ride with your body. And then be a bit more precise with how you start the trot. So if the walk is good enough, means you need flexion right. You need her shoulders at the track. And when you start to trot, exactly. You still want the flexion right. So it's the outside rein who stabilizes her. but the inside leg and a soft flexion, it's nearly, think about the haunches in. It's just 2%, but it's on this side, the shoulders need to stay at the track, and you need to control the outside hind leg to help her to stay straight. And be more pity that she is not allowed to tense her underneck when you start to trot. You want from the first moment that she's better. Yeah, she's on the bit when you start to trot, not against the bit, not using her underneck. And when you get the feeling that she don't react on your right leg, it's better to touch a little bit with the whip to tell, or to leg on, leg off, not squeeze, because if you're constantly on with the right leg, she might lean against it. So you don't invite her to lean. It's a little tack, tack. Yeah, good. Okay. And walk. And also the transition to walk, you need to be more pity. So also the transition to walk, she needs to stay on the bit. Good, and walk. That was good. That was the right reaction. She is now overdoing it, I know, but it was the right reaction. So because then when she goes well, you need to give her a good feeling. So imagine when she starts to round on the top line. Okay, now give her a break, if it's okay. When she starts to round the top line and keep her rhythm, not run away, then you start to sit nicer, like less tension, less leg, less hand. So that you imagine when she goes bad, like tensed in the back, using her underneck, fighting against the bit, then you need to be more clear. Like, no, it's not comfortable like this. When she starts to offer to go correct, then you start to be nicer. Not the opposite way around. Or else you teach her the wrong thing. Huh? Okay, let's change hand and do the same on the other side. And I like the transitions. Why? Because when we agreed both that with her we cannot train slow trot. Because if we train slow trot, she gets difficult in the Anlehnung, is in the connection to the bit. Or we start to struggle with the head neck position a lot. Because she needs to engage her haunches. But when she engages her haunches, it starts running. So the transition gonna help you to keep control over this situation. So as whenever I have a horse who is an escaper, I do a lot of transitions until I get the feeling that I can keep the rhythm with my body, that I can control the speed with my body. And for this, you need to write thousands of transitions. This needs so many transitions. So you never stay too long in trot unless you can keep the rhythm. Whenever she starts to change the rhythm by herself, you do a transition. You say, no, I want it slower. And when she is higher educated, you can start to write the half halts in trot. But at the moment, she will not understand. She can't do it yet. So when you try the half halt in trot, she will only get narrow and be behind the bit. That's why you're not helping her. Yeah, now she starts to listen. And what is important, that is you have a very clear image of how you sit when you want what. So how do you sit when you want to stop her? How do you sit when you write a walk transition? How do you sit when you start to trot? So that you really need to overdo your body aids. With a young horse, you nearly need to do it visible. So shoulders back, stop. Sit tall, trot. Like that in the end, you can do it without the rein. That would be your goal. This is the feeling you look for. Like, for instance, you can also control yourself. Can I go back to walk without the rein? That would then be the step number 2. Can I stop her with my seat? But staying on the bit. You know, this would good correction. Outside rein is important on this side. Huh? It's inside leg, outside rein, because this is her hollow side. So sometimes on the left hand, you can nearly flex her a bit to the right to help this when you ride along the wall. There. And imagine the quality of the transition is what we train. Quality in walk we get now. Good. And also in the transition backwards. Quality. So what I do with some horses, it helps when you want to go back to walk, you lengthen your legs. Imagine like you lower your knee, you lengthen your legs. Shoulders back. Shoulders back in hold helps that she's not backing. Left shoulder back, that the haunch is not coming in. Yeah, there. Good girl. For her, it's really hard, okay, to wait. I like that. It's a hot horse. This is good. They're good for high lessons. You want the horses being like that. Good now. Okay, now we start to have a better top line. Can you feel this? Okay, so now you can start with trot work. So you can choose yourself. You can either do the flexion inside, outside on a circle, on a figure 8, or you can ride the serpentines. Whatever what I want you is to get the feeling that you have tempo control. This is the rule number 1. And then also shoulder control. So that's why it's maybe smart to not all the time flex her inside. So when you would have the feeling she would run too much in trot, you can anytime quick go back to walk. This is not like forbidden. It's anytime allowed to go back to walk if it's necessary. How is the feeling now?
Quite okay.
Good.
But she's putting tempo on, and it's not really.
Yeah. What I would like to have on this shoulder, on this side, is to have her less on the shoulder. But or to have more control, that the shoulder is more to the left and the haunches are more not escaping.
Actually, I feel now she's putting the shoulder to the left and the haunches to the right.
Yeah. Let's just quick change the hand. I just want to see how she's on the other hand. I was just asking about the feeling because the picture is not bad, but it's sometimes a little bit not fluent. And then it's, for me, really hard to say how the rhythm is exactly. Again, I can see a lot, the shape and everything, but the rhythm is a bit hard to judge for me. So that's your feeling. Okay.
Yeah.
What I like is that she starts to be better in the top line. On the long road, I would also like to be able to stretch her. But in general, I like because she's now not behind the vertical anymore.
No.
Yeah, and that I like a lot. It's not easy with this horse. Yeah, beautiful. So now I would like to train on stretch her and collect her again. So you can maybe go on a circle, and then on this side you start to make the circle smaller with a little bit of flexion outside. And then when you do the flexion, as when you do the circle bigger, you can do very, very gentle, like it's like a leg yield idea. And in this moment, you start to lengthen her. Your sitting down is responsible for the rhythm. So, yeah, you can also do sitting trot, that's okay. And you want her to stretch more forward down. Maybe it's better if you do sitting trot, racing trot, sorry, because then you can try to influence the rhythm. And make sure that your shoulders are back, like you're not leaning forward, because she is now already 1 year under the saddle, and you can help her more with your balance, with her balance. And then bigger again, and search the feeling that you have her on the left leg, hands low and stretching. Oh, she wants to do medium trot now.
Yeah.
Crazy girl. Not too much, because if you do too much, she starts to push too much. It's like, think more like a Western horse. Not too much. I know she's offering a lot, but we need first a bit more relaxation before we start to do too much fancy stuff. And the most important thing here on the left side is that you always get the feeling that you have her on your left leg and also then on your right rein. And then you can, when you start to stretch her, maybe guide her through by do a few steps, a few centimeters flexion right, keep the neck straight, and then a few centimeters flexion inside. So it's like you change all few meters a little bit the flexion. Then in this change, you tell her, come on, I want the neck a bit more flat in front of me. You understand? Yes, you understand, like a flat neck is a stretch neck. This is how you can hindrance that she is like curling herself up too much. For me, it really helps when I stretch the horse. I imagine that I can see the neck of the bridle, the neck piece. That helps me to get the neck longer and more flat and not curl her up. Yes, that's good girl. Either you do a break or you change hand, and then we try on the other side. And I think in trot and also in canter, it would be really nice if you can work on this, like a little bit working trot and then a little bit flexing. It's not even extension. It's more, imagine I can lengthen the horse and I can make it a little bit shorter. But it's always the whole body. So when you have a horse like her who is really short and hyper flexible, it's sometimes tough to not just work the neck, to really get the feeling that you can work her whole body through. So now on the right hand, when you do the circle smaller, is difficult.
Yeah, I can't do the circle smaller. She's waiting with the shoulders. So I need to flex her outside, I think.
It's not the shoulders, it's the outside hind leg. Be careful.
Yeah.
So but let's try it with flexion inside. Like this. If you want to go to the right, make sure that you turn your upper body to the right. The action of the right hand needs to be on the right. Inside, guide her direction. Like it's the right hand, a little bit action to the right, but not diagonal to the left. There you need to be very careful. And open the right hand a bit higher and release. Open and release. Okay, let's start with trot. So it's the action of the right hand you need to control. It's not pulling with the right, it's like guide and release. And the right hand stays on the right. And guide her and release. And ask